New from the 19, the man on trial for killing two girls from Tucson found guilty today in the first of two trials. This afternoon, a jury convicted Christopher Clements in the kidnapping and murder of 13-year-old Maribel Gonzalez.
Now, she disappeared while walking to a friend's house back in 2014, and her body was later found in the Pima County desert. Tonight, Team 12's Chase Golightly joins us with more details on what happened earlier today in court. Chase.
Well, those in the courtroom today say Christopher Clements showed no emotion as that guilty verdict was read. The jury deliberated for less than 2 days before reaching this verdict.
Christopher Matthew Clements.
This man, Christopher Clements, could spend the rest of his life behind bars after a jury in Pima County found him guilty of first-degree murder and kidnapping of 13-year-old Maribel Gonzalez. Police say Clements, who is a convicted sex offender with a long criminal history, kidnapped and killed Gonzalez back in 2014, dumping her body in this remote area in the desert under two tires. Gonzalez was found 3 days after she was reported missing. Prosecutors argue GPS data from Clements' cell phone showed him in the area. They also believe that it was his DNA found at the scene. But Clements' defense attorney questioned the precision of the DNA evidence and GPS data. As Clements now waits for sentencing in this case, he is also preparing for another murder trial. This one for the death of 6-year-old Maribel Gonzalez. She was reported missing after vanishing from her parents' home in 2012. Her remains were found 5 years later in the same remote area as Gonzalez. Investigators say they were able to connect Gonzalez's death to Clements.
The heart-wrenching tragedies have been compounded by a very long wait for justice.
Both of these cases went unanswered for years, but then in 2018, law enforcement announced they had their man.
Christopher Matthew Clements was indicted on multiple felony charges to include the murders.
The family of both victims having to deal with multiple delays on this case until this recent trial for the death of Gonzalez began. And Clements will head to trial for the murder of 6-year-old Maribel Gonzalez in February. We're live in the Alert Center tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase.